On most days, the view from Omar Wesso's rooftop is of this rather unspectacular intersection in western Baghdad. But on September 16th, Mr. Wesso saw the extraordinary. A barrage of bullets sprayed Nisour Square, killing 17 Iraqis.
other car Volkswagen, no Volkswagen. راجع خوفا وضربوه من وراء.
He was afraid and he was running. Then they hit him from the back.
وراسه مفتوح.
And his head was open like this.
Open. وشخص لابس جداشة ضاربيه بالصدر نازل.
Mr. Wesso is one of dozens of Iraqis interviewed by the New York Times who witnessed the now famous Blackwater incident and have reconstructed it in similar detail. Mr. Wesso's account is startling because he is staunchly pro-American and a member of the Patriotic Union of Kurdistan Party.
حينما خلصوا بعد 20 دقيقة من الرمي المكثف انتهت ماكو مقاومة ضدهم. هو أصلاً ماكو مقاومة تدري.
All of the witnesses interviewed say the bullets were fired by guards working for Blackwater USA, a private security company working in Iraq. They say also that the guards fired without provocation and that the shooting continued even as the victims fled for their lives. The Iraqi government supports their claims and has called the incident deliberate murder. A U.S. Army report termed the shootings, quote, a criminal event. Blackwater has another story. The company declined an on-camera interview, but has maintained its guards were under attack and responded appropriately. The State Department, in a statement issued shortly after the attack, supported Blackwater's assertion that it fired in self-defense. The shooting has prompted investigations by the FBI, the State Department, the U.S. Army, and Iraqi authorities. The incident on this traffic circle is the third high-profile shooting in recent months involving Western security contractors, and it has raised larger questions about justice in Iraq. The chain of events began shortly before noon, when a car bomb exploded near a mosque about a mile from Nisour Square. At the same time, a State Department delegation was visiting a nearby compound. Blackwater was protecting that delegation, and when the bomb exploded, guards quickly shuttled the delegation towards the safety of the green zone. A second Blackwater team in 4 SUVs moved towards Nisour Square to help clear a route to safety. Police officers Sarhan Diab and Ali Khalif were directing traffic in the square. Both say the shooting started without warning.
قام يضرب عدة طلقات عشوائي. احنا عبالنا بالهواء قاطعين سير لما اسمع مرة تصيح ابني 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 ابني. توجهت له لقيته من فوق لي جوا دم والجامعة 3 طلقات بيها.
According to Blackwater, 3 of its vehicles were struck by bullets. One was disabled.
احنا متواجدين بالساحة ماكو أي شيء حتى أي طلقة ثارت من أي جهة من عليهم.
هاي أول طلقة نارية وهاي طلقتين بالباب ورا الكرفان. احنا كنا قاتلين هنايا. احنا انسحبنا ورا الكرفان تم اطلاق نار علينا من قبل الحراس. هنا انقتلوا الدكتور والدكتورة. وراها من انقتلوا قامت السيارة تمشي السيارات تروح على صفحة لأن صار رمع كثيف. حركة السيارة اللي هنايا قام يرمي عليها بالأنبكشن واحترقت.
At this point, witnesses say, cars made U-turns and began to retreat in terror. But the guards kept firing. U.S. Army personnel, who arrived shortly after the shooting, said in a report that it appeared Blackwater guards shot at the fleeing vehicles. This video, obtained by the New York Times, supports those statements. It shows bullet-ridden vehicles pointed away from the square. The white truck appears to have been hit with a 40mm grenade, a weapon used exclusively by Americans. Though Blackwater denies that their helicopters fired during the incident, the roof of this truck has a gaping hole, and Iraqi investigators say that it was attacked from above. Blackwater helicopters can still be seen in this video, taken immediately after the shooting stopped.
حتى الطيارتين من هاي الحجم الصغير قامت ترمي علينا.
Taxi driver Bara Sadoun was among the wounded that day. His x-rays showed the shards of shrapnel that tore into his body.
فمن صاروا بصفي هو هذا الشخص الفوق سحب أقسامه وبدأ يرمي علي وعلى المقابيل حتى من رغبة العالم قامت تنزل من السيارات تنهزم قام يرميهم.
As the incident came to an end, Mr. Wesso says there was a lull in the shooting as 4 Blackwater SUVs pulled away from their positions. Then, he says, they opened fire on a bus full of passengers. 1 woman was killed.
بيربط باص مثل هذا، هاي الباص هذا.
They shoot one red bus like this one.
يعني بيجي 40 شخص كلهم ركضوا انهزموا.
The bus of 40 passengers.
40 or 14?
40.
من نساء واطفال.
Women,
وشيوخ كبار.
and old people.
They came here at this side. يعني
they left the bus and they came here.
اللي انجرحوا.
Some of them injured.
Today, Nisour Square is back to normal, but Iraqi anger lingers still. In the 4.5 years of war, only one Western security contractor has been charged with a crime. Blackwater alone has been involved in nearly 200 shootings since 2005, though it is not known how many involve civilians. No Blackwater guards have been prosecuted under U.S. or Iraqi law. Blackwater's guards are among the 10,000-plus Western security contractors working in Iraq, and all of them are immune from prosecution under a 2004 order signed by former Ambassador Bremer. Moments after the shooting, the Iraqi army arrived to help with the wounded, but Mr. Wesso, with an eye on justice, urged the unit to chase down the Blackwater convoy instead.
قلت لهم عفوا القتلى، احنا راح نشيلهم من ذبهم، لكن انتم روحوا طوقوهم، اخاف يضيعوا نفسهم لانه القتلوا ابرياء بلاش.